Let's take a tour of the fire lookout from the scary story I told last night. This tower is just over 100 feet tall and it was built in 1947. This is where my friend Bill now works. I've mentioned him in earlier videos. Okay, so last summer was crazy. Over 300,000 acres on this forest burned, and Bill was the first fire lookout out of the 5 of us that was evacuated. I think Bill was evacuated for a week or 2, and then he was cleared to go back up to his tower when the fire was no longer a threat. Then about a month later, 2 more of us lookouts were evacuated on the same day due to 2 completely different fires. So while I was evacuated for 23 days, I got the chance to go up and work relief at this tower for a couple days so Bill could have some days off. The entire forest was still closed to the public, but there was still some fire activity and fire crews were still in there for months doing work. I was pretty intimidated about climbing the stairs of this tower and even told my boss there was no guarantee that once I got there that I'd do it. But actually, it was pretty cool. The stairs were steep, but doable. And the lookout itself on top was so cool. However, just after I got there, you can tell from how blue the sky was in the beginning of the video and how dark the sky is now. The fire activity from the newer, bigger fire coming from the other side was picking up. So a bunch of fire crews started showing up. They had decided to put a sprinkler and hose system back on this fire lookout to protect it from this next fire that was now coming. So to make a long story a little bit shorter, I was there for a couple hours total, and then they told me I had to go, that it wasn't safe to be there with how close the new fire was. So I had been looking forward to spending a few days at this lookout working. It's a really special opportunity to work on more than one lookout in your forest because you get to know the lay of the land so much better. You're seeing your view shed. I can see this lookout from the one I work in. So you're seeing your view shed from a different perspective, and it really helps you learn the lay of the land. However, later this same week, I was able to work on yet a 3rd lookout on the forest, one of which I can also see from my current lookout. So that was very fun, very helpful. Did not get evacuated from that one. Eventually, by the end of September, they got all of these massive fires under control, and everybody was okay, and we got to get back up to our towers. But as we speak today, July 18th, there is a massive fire nearby. It was calculated at 90,000 acres this morning, so it's bigger now. And one of the other fire lookouts on our forest has had a sprinkler system put on it, and that fire lookout is ready to go when necessary. That fire is about 2 miles from him, and he is in the path of it. So we're sending lots of love to all the people impacted by that fire and all the people, all the boots on the ground out there.